In today's episode of Madden 25, we're going to be realistically rebuilding the Las Vegas Raiders, but with the new addition of Aston Jeanty. So if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys like and or subscribe. Let's see if we can get 100 likes on this video. I would appreciate that. But looking into the team, I think picking Aston Jeanty at 6 was a good move for their long-term future. I still don't think the Raiders are going to be a playoff team. Some Raiders fans think they are. I hear it almost every year for some reason. You got Colton Miller, Jackson Powers-Johnson on the offensive line, which is, it's not bad, but the offensive line definitely needs to be improved. You got Jack Besh here in the second round. I honestly thought there was better options at receiver, but I still don't think he's a bad player. I just think you could have got him at a later round. But again, Aston Jeanty, I do think was a good pick. Geno Smith, trading him for a third round pick. I mean, sure, I guess it's not going to help you long term. He's not going to win you a Super Bowl, but he's a nice bridge guy. Defensively, Max Crosby is a beast. You got Jeremy Chin in the offseason, but you let Nate Hobbs walk. I don't know if he didn't want to be here. He didn't like his contract. Either way, they could have paid him a boatload of money to stay. The Raiders have a boatload of money. They don't really need to pay a quarterback for a long time. I know they have Geno Smith right now, but they still have a bunch of cap room that they could give away. And I'm pretty sure Aston Jeanty is already like a top 5 highest paid running back in the NFL, and he still hasn't played a snap yet. Go look at his rookie contract. It's insane. And then for the specialist wise here, Genty's going to be starting. You got Tyree Wilson, who hasn't quite developed in real life yet. You know, you hope he does, but keep in mind you took Tyree Wilson over Jalen Carter. Ridiculous pick, but anyways, let's see what we can do here with the Raiders. Brock Bowers is a beast. Hopefully Jack Besh and Aston Jeanty are as well. We'll see what we have at the midseason mark. Long term, I will need to replace Geno Smith, but let's see how we do in year number 1. 4-3 at the midseason mark, as the Chiefs are 1-5. That's EA Sports for you. 9th best offense in the NFL for passing, 5th best defense in a passing game. That's nice to see. None of our players are top 3 in any stats there, but we're balling. I'm in the Dallas offense, Buffalo defense, typically the best playbooks in my opinion for a 4-3 scheme. Scouting and national focus will remain as QB because I don't think Geno Smith is the long-term option. Players ready to negotiate here. Left guard Jordan Meredith. It depends how he plays. We don't need Kuntz here. We don't need KYU Blue. I remember the Ravens drafted him in the 5th round. He didn't even get to play a snap with them. He got cut immediately. All these guys I'm just not really interested in unless Jordan Meredith plays well. We have a bunch of money to spend, but as of right now, we're actually doing a lot better than I thought we would. Let's move into the playoffs. And we finished 9-8 and missed the playoffs. Most Raiders thing ever here, as we're coming off back-to-back wins to the Chargers and Saints that don't mean anything except we get a higher draft pick now, which isn't good. I mean, lower draft pick. But Max Crosby finishes 3rd in the NFL for the most sacks with 15 sacks, 21 tackles for a loss. He had an amazing year per usual, but the rest of the team didn't really do much. Stats and awards, Geno Smith, 29th in pass rating, 24th in passing touchdowns, 20th best offense, 19th best defense. Yikes. 28 touchdowns to 23 interceptions, 84 pass rating, got sacked 45 times. Not a good year. Aston Jeanty, though, rookie year, 4.7 average, 13 touchdowns, and no fumbles, almost 1,200 yards. Great rookie season from Aston Jeanty. And then Jack Besh here, almost 1,000 yards, 9 touchdowns in his rookie season. Jacoby Myers, 900 yards, 7 touchdowns. Brock Bowers, 800 yards, 3 touchdowns. Trey Tucker, almost 700 yards, 4 touchdowns. Sacks allowed here. What? Colton Miller allows 23 sacks. That is so unrealistic. Absolutely ridiculous. I don't believe that for 1 second, dude. Colton Miller is way better than that in real life. That's dumb. Jordan Meredith, I'm not going to re-sign. It's not a horrible season, but it's not worth a re-signing. For the tackles on the team, Landon Roberts here, 116 tackles for a loss, 21 for Crosby, 13 for Tyree Wilson, 9 for Jonah here. Sacks, 15.5 for Max Crosby, 8.5 for Christian Wilkins, 3.5 for Devin White, who outperformed Tyree Wilson. Tyree Wilson in simulation, really good at tackles for a loss, but can't really rush the passer here. And then 3 interceptions for Devin White, 2 for Roberts and Darian Porter here. And then deflections, 10 for Roberts, 9 for Porter, 6 for Devin White and Jeremy Chin. Safeties on the team, 0 defensive touchdowns is 0. And the Eagles go back-to-back looking for a 3-peat in the next year. Jalen Hurts wins back-to-back Super Bowl MVPs as the Bills are now 0-5 in the Super Bowl. Josh Allen wins back-to-back league MVP. Gerard Mayo wins Coach of the Year. Yeah, doubt that. As you can see, the rosters are updated, but the coaches, you can't change that because EA doesn't update their game. Max Crosby wins the Defensive Player of the Year, but there are no other awards for the Raiders. Typical Raiders season, Max Crosby carries the team, and everybody else does nothing except for Jeanty. He's a baller. For the retirements, Raheem Mostert and Tony Jefferson both retire. For the team upgrades here, Brock Bowers revealed superstar development, but we already knew that. No actual upgrades on the team here. Forgot Alex Kappa was on this team, but I don't really need him. Defensively, though, Tyree Wilson goes to star dev. That's big. Devin White goes to star development, as well as Darian Porter is our number one DB on the team. So nice upgrades on the defense. Let's see if Tyree Wilson develops. He usually doesn't every time I do a Raiders rebuild, but we'll see. For the re-signings, don't want Jordan Meredith, don't want Kuntz, don't want any of these guys really. I have $118 million to spend in free agency, so let's see if we can go get something. Usually free agency sucks in these though. We'll have to wait for the next Madden. And for the free agency, Rob Havenstein is the top guy. Shaq Mason is here. I'm not really a huge fan of that. Jimmy Ward, Will Hernandez, Stephon Gilmore. I mean, sure, I guess. I mean, a lot of people are interested with our team. Apparently, we're in the Super Bowl chase, according to Stephon Gilmore. And what world is the Raiders in a Super Bowl chase? I mean, they can be maybe make a playoff push this year, but I don't think so. I'm just going to sign some filler players. After free agency, I got everyone I went after: Stephon Gilmore, Shaquille Griffin, DJ Jones, Daquan Jones, and Quandre Diggs, all just on one-year deals as just Band-Aid players to fill in the team. And the Giants get the number 1 overall pick, finally picking up a QB here, as they will go with, I guess, move on from Jackson Dart immediately. They did not like him. We had pick number 15 in the draft. What QBs are available here, as it looks like there is some good guys available, is this guy, Travis Anderson, 230 pounds, but his face looks like he's 500 pounds. But anyways, there's a first to second round top 5 guy in Paul Carter out of Washington, 6'3", 225, good strength, great throw power here, A, accuracies across the board, B, awareness. That's something to look into. I'm not going to look at Cliff Kirkpatrick because he's a second or third talent, but Travis Anderson is a different story here. Let's see what he has. Elite strength, great throw power, F spin move. His accuracies aren't as good except for his A, deep accuracy. The other guy honestly looks better. This guy's technically a higher talent. The higher talent means they're going to be a higher overall, but it doesn't necessarily mean their development's going to be good. I kind of want Paul Carter out of Washington, even though he's a first or second round talent instead of a first round talent. He's slightly more athletic. I like his accuracies better. It's a lot more balanced. He has B awareness. The other guy has A to B awareness, so it's about the same thing. I think Paul Carter's a better choice here. He's the top 5 guy that falls to us at 15. I'm going to take him. We'll look at the other guy, but he's ranked 44, got him at 15. Normal development. That sucks for me, but I'm still going to try to develop him the best I can. In round number 2, I would like another receiver, if that's cool. Is there any guys that look like an absolute standout stud here? This guy does. Marquise Mooney out of Oregon State, 6'2", physical, 221, good speed, great strength, elite jumping, ran a 4.44, A, spectacular catching, A, catching, B, catching traffic. I didn't see anyone that looked better. I'm going to pull the trigger on this Mooney guy immediately. Ranked 25, got him at 47, hidden development out of Oregon State. He's going to be the number 1, Jack is going to be the 2, and then Jacoby Myers will play in the slot. In round number 3, I'm focusing on all offense here. I do want an offensive lineman here. There's 2 guys. Will Sharp here, pass protector out of Ohio State, 6'5", 310, solid strength here. A's across the board. I'm going to look at the other guy, though. Ryland Hardy out of Michigan State, 6'4", 330, elite strength, greats across the board. You have solid speed, great acceleration, great jumping, change of direction. Elite strength is really all I need to see. He's going to be the pick. Rank 60, got him at 79. Hidden development, 92 strength as a rookie is great. He's going to be the new starter. We also have back-to-back third-round picks here, so I'm definitely going to capitalize on that. Do I go right guard here? Is there a good right tackle on the board? I highly doubt it, but I could go defensive tackle, could go corner here. I do need a free safety. Don't think there's going to be a good one at this spot, but we'll see. What does this guy look like? Rudy Peterson out of Florida State, 5'10", 203 slot, good speed, elite agility, B-man coverage, B catching, B tackle. I like this. I'm going to pick this up. I know a lot of people are going to be like, oh, you need to look at other guys. You need to scout them better, but Rudy Peterson seems like he's good value here. He's ranked 84, got him at 80. I like that pick. Round number 4, just looking into getting a free safety. Let's sort by zone coverage. None of them really look that good in zone coverage, so let's sort by physicals. Zone archetype, good speed, great speed on this guy, decent acceleration. Wow, these guys just don't look good in general. But Christopher Fox, I'm probably just going to force the pick. He doesn't look that amazing, but I do need a free safety, so we'll just force it anyways. Not really the best value, but I'll take it. Colt Tyler, middle linebacker out of Southern Utah here. Great speed, great agility, good acceleration. Not really crazy on the skill sheet. He's a 5th-round pick. Taking him because of his athleticism. Ranked 206, got him at 143. Not the best value. Probably just going to take a fullback with my next pick and then just simulate the rest of the draft. Fullback Michael Bolton here out of North Carolina. 6'1", 260, elite speed, elite agility, great acceleration, solid strength. I'll take that. A impact blocking as well. Rank 95, got him at 175. Normal development fullback. I just choose them so that way you don't have to pay them a contract for the next 4 years. Let's get to the end of the draft. Paul Carter is a 74 overall, normal development. Marquise Mooney, 74, hidden development. Ryland Hardy here, 73, hidden development. Rudy Peterson for late third round pick, mid third round pick, 72 overall, normal development, still good value. The free safety forced that pick. Colt Tyler, not that good. The fullback, 71, was nice. Then I didn't pick the safety, but it's whatever. I want to see what the other quarterback was ranked. The first quarterback on the board was by the Giants, John Springs. Hidden development, I wasn't going to trade up to number 1, so not bad by them. Then my pick is a 74. What was the other quarterback that was slid down the board? Did he even go off the board here? He did go. Travis Anderson was the guy. He's ranked 76, normal development as well, so I knew it was going to be normal development. He was a higher overall. Just because you're a higher round talent doesn't necessarily mean you're going to be better, but we're going to see what we have for the other quarterback who went back-to-back with him as well. It was Anderson and then Cliff Kirkpatrick, who was a top 5 guy. Hidden development. I didn't really like Cliff Kirkpatrick, but he has the hidden development. I want to see what I missed out on. He went to the Saints. I guess Tyler Show didn't really do that great with the Saints immediately, so he only has star development. Didn't miss out on too much. I'll take my picks. I think I still had a pretty solid draft. Now this is the team after the draft. I'm starting Carter immediately. Geno Smith threw 23 interceptions. That's not going to be allowed. Mooney is a physical guy, so I'm going to make him the number 1. Hardy's going to start at left guard immediately. Defensively, just got a bunch of filler players. As I mentioned before, the AI drafted the 66 overall, and then the 7th round that has hidden development. Better at drafting than me. He'll be a backup for now. And then Peterson will be nice depth. That's fine with me. We can move him up, actually. And that wasn't a bad pick, honestly. Everything else looks pretty good. Let's move DaQuan Jones up, specialist-wise. We're going to have Jacoby Myers in the slot. That's what I wanted. Tyree Wilson coming off the edge. Don't need Devin White coming off the edge. You need him to be the sub-linebacker. We can have Roberts as the starter. I do need a middle linebacker since we let Divine Diablo go. And then Jacoby Myers will be the 3 just because he's in the slot. He's going to get the most reps anyways. And then Jack Besh will be the number 2 so we can improve his development. Team looks good. Let's see how Paul Carter does. You're number 1. It really can't be that much worse than Geno, but we'll see and move into the midseason mark. 5-2 at the midseason mark with Paul Carter coming off a loss to the Commanders, but a win to the Colts. Here to face the 5-1 Baltimore Ravens. Top 5 offense in the NFL here. Top 8 defense. Well, 8th defense in the NFL. 28th defense in passing game. I guess Stephon Gilmore isn't doing that good. Number 1 passing offense in the game. 22nd rushing game. We're in the Dallas offense, which is supposed to balance too. Both of the running and the passing game, but either way, I think we're just doing good regardless, so I'm not going to mess with this. And then for now, let's do scouting national focus with middle linebacker. For the players that it's to negotiate, Jacoby Myers, it depends how he plays. I'm going to wait. Same thing with Colton Miller. If he allows another 23 sack season, God, no, I'm not going to re-sign him. Devin White, no. Dylan, I don't really need depending on how he plays. Everyone else here, Thornton, he should not be on that contract. He should be on a 4-year contract. And then finally, for the rest of these guys, I just don't really want any of these guys. Quandre Diggs, Stephon Gilmore, DaQuan Jones, DJ Jones are all just 1-year contracts. AJ Cole, I wouldn't mind as a punter long term. I have the money to sign him. He's a high overall. We're going to get him back. And then my kicker also is going to be Daniel Carson. He is 30, but kickers don't really regress that hard in Madden, so I'll just give him a 3-year contract. He's going to re-sign with the team. $152 million left to spend with the team, and we have a 5th-year option for Tyree Wilson. It just depends how he plays. We'll see, but we're currently 5-2. Let's see if we can make the playoffs in year number 2. We go 9-8 again, but we actually make the playoffs this time, so I'll take it. Huge fall off from the offense and the defense. Defense goes from 8th in the league to 25th. That's ridiculous. Still 5th best offense in passing game, 13th in actual points per game. But I mean, at least we made the playoffs. And Paul Carter, top 5 in passing yards, 18th in pass rating, 10th in passing touchdowns, 11th best offense, 29th defense. Paul Carter, 4,500 yards, 35 touchdowns, 20 receptions is not acceptable, but it's better than what Geno did. 101 pass rating, only got sacked 29 times, significantly better. Jeanty here, 1,000 yards, 4.2 per carry, 13 touchdowns, no fumbles. Very similar to last season. I wish they would give him the ball more, but this is a more balanced playbook. I like what we're doing right now. I think our quarterback can develop. Jacoby Myers, 1,100 yards, 13 touchdowns, leading the teams in receptions, yards, and touchdowns, even though he was at the receiver 3 position. Again, it's just about being in the slot. Jack Besh here, 1,000 yards, 10 touchdowns. Marquise Mooney, rookie year, 1,000 yards, 5 touchdowns. Brock Bowers, 700 yards, 4 touchdowns. So our receiving core is eating right now. Sacks allowed. Colton Miller allows 8. That's, I mean, he should be doing better because I think Colton Miller's a lot better in real life, but he's going to get a re-signing. DJ Glaze, 8 sacks allowed. Jackson Powers-Johnson 4, Dylan with 3, and then Randy, the rookie, with 2. It's stupid that Glaze is like, what, an 80 overall normal development, and he's allowing the same sacks as Colton Miller, who's like a 90 overall with star development. Roberts here with 129 tackles, 104 for Darian Porter. He's been doing great. Tackles for a loss, 19 for Max Crosby, 12 for Christian Wilkins, 11 for Tyree Wilson, 9 for Jones. Sacks, 19 for Max Crosby, 8 for Christian Wilkins, 4 for Jones, 3.5 for Tyree Wilson. I don't know if I'm going to re-sign him. I don't think I'm going to accept his option, but we'll give him the one more year. I don't really know, dude. I mean, this is not bad, but it's not first-round pick good, and 3.5 sacks. He's just getting tackles for a loss. I mean, Daquan Jones is getting 9. He's a filler player, and he's getting more sacks. So, and he's a number 2 player. He's not even the number 1 on the depth chart. So I really don't think that I'm going to re-sign Tyree Wilson. I mean, I'm not going to accept his option. He's going to be in here another year, but I think I want to move on. Interceptions, 3 for Devin White, 2 for Porter, and then deflections, 9 for Devin White, 9 for Roberts, 7 for Jeremy Chin. Safeties on the team, 0 defensive touchdowns is 1 for Darian Porter, who's been doing great. Can the Las Vegas Raiders get their first ever playoff win against the Cam Ward Tennessee Titans since, what, 2002 here? Let's see what we got. And we do, getting our first ever playoff win, blowing out the Titans 45-17. I don't know how we did that considering they were 12-5 and we're 9-8, but it's all going to come crashing down here. The Bills are 15-2. They're 4 overalls higher than us. We're actually going to win. What? Okay. Here to face the 9-8 Kansas City Chiefs. I don't know how they're 9-8, but I don't even know how we got to the conference championship. But the Raiders are going on a generational run right now. This is crazy. Can we beat the Kansas City Chiefs here in the conference championship at their home? They start out with nothing. We start out with 7. They're going to make it a 7-7 game. We punt. They're going to get the ball, taking their first lead of the game, 14-10 at halftime, opening up half with a 7. They're going to respond with 7 as well here, 28-17. Defense is not doing their job. Offense is shut down. And here comes the blowout, and that will be the game. 24-35. Didn't expect us to win at all. It's crazy that we even made it this far in the first place. But the future is looking bright as Paul Carter, even though he threw 20 interceptions this season, he did lead us to the conference championships. 2 touchdowns to 1 interceptions, 104 pass rating. Not a bad game, but you can't compete with Mahomes, who has 152 pass rating, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions. Let's move into the offseason. We have a bright future. And the Chiefs prevent the Eagles' three-peat. Wow, that's a crazy storyline. The Eagles prevent theirs. Now they come back around and prevent the Eagles' three-peat. Patrick Mahomes wins the Super Bowl MVP and the league MVP and the Offensive Player of the Year. Max Crosby, back-to-back Defensive Player of the Years. Paul Carter wins the Offensive Rookie of the Year, so I know I made the right choice at quarterback. In the AFC West, Chris Collier, Garrett Bowles, and Michael Burton all retire. For the team upgrades, Paul Carter goes up to an 89 overall with the boost, 84 without it, and star development. Geno Smith is going down in overall. Mooney comes with star development. Hardy comes with star development. 83 overall team. We start as an 81 overall team. Roberts and Devin White are going down in overall, and then Porter is still going to be the number 1. Samuel comes with star developments. I kind of want to move on again from Tyree Wilson, but we'll see what we have. Why is Christian Wilkins not the starter right now? That's kind of annoying, but anyways, let's move into the re-signing. For the re-signings, Jacoby Myers just had a great season with us. I don't know about 3 years. I'll do 2 years, boost the money to $12 million a year. He re-signs with the team. Colton Miller, he wants a contract, $20 million a year. It's only going to be 2 years because I don't know if he's just going to randomly stop performing again. Tyree Wilson, I'm not going to accept that option. Devin White, Dylan, Zamir White, Kyle Phillips, and all these other extras, I just don't want. $146 million to spend. Let's see if free agency is actually good. And we have Leo Chenal here, who is a pass coverage guy. Pretty sure he wants $20 million a year. He wants to be paid as an edge rusher, and I accidentally refreshed. Oh my gosh, dude, I can't believe I refreshed that. I wanted to sign him as an outside linebacker, and I refreshed the thing, and he signed with the Bears. That's my fault. So instead, I'm gonna get Nakobe Dean and Malcolm Rodriguez. I also went after Jalen Phillips as an edge rusher, but he said no to us, which is unfortunate because I paid him the most. He had the highest interest, but this is all we can get for now. Improve the linebacking core a little bit. Now we have a later round pick, which really isn't good because our team really isn't that good. We just got really lucky, but we'll see how we do. If we can really upgrade this team here. There's a defensive end here, Austin Smith. He's 6'2", 254. Why is everyone passing on this guy? Great speed, elite change direction. I might just pull the trigger on this. His skills don't look that great. B play rec, B awareness. I can't admit that those skills don't look the best there. There's some free safeties on the board that I need, some strong safeties, a right end here, and Evan Childress here. He's 307. That's a 3-4 defensive end, not a 4-3 defensive end. And is there anyone else here? I mean, I might just take the guy because he does look good. This guy's 317. This guy's 272. Yeah, I kind of want to take the other guy up here. I know it's like look at other positions. I'm going to look at corner real quick and see if somebody looks like an absolute stud. Northrop here. He has A catching, B press, F zone coverage, B man coverage. Not really ideal. This guy looks better here, but he also has F zone coverage. I think I can slide down the board on corner a bit. I'm going to pick up this defensive end. He may have normal development. I'm not huge on Tyree Wilson right now. He only gave me 3.5 sacks last season. The year before that was only 3. I'm going to pick up Austin Smith here, defensive end. He slid right to us, ranked number 96, and we got him at 30, but he has the hidden development out of USC, so he will start immediately. And the Commanders are willing to give me their 3rd and their 5th round pick in this year's draft for Tyree Wilson. I think that's fair value for a guy who gets a good amount of tackles for a loss, but he's not that crazy in terms of sacks, so I'll take that. Now for the corner position, this guy has A man coverage, so I'm interested in this. Dwayne Peters out of Syracuse. F catching though, 6'5", 210, good speed, decent acceleration. F play rec. A man coverage is only strong suit, I would say. Is there a good free safety on the board? I mean, the one that we had from last year will maybe suffice, but I don't think he's going to be that guy. There's a 1st to 2nd round safety in Dante Kemp here. B awareness, B press. Oh my gosh, why are people sliding on this guy? Dante Kemp out of Georgia, 5'11", 218. Good strength, solid speed, good acceleration here. B awareness, B block shedding, A tackle, A hit power, B pursuit, B play rec. He's probably going to have normal development, but this is really good value. I want to make him my starting free safety. Ranked 73, got him at 62. Hidden development. He just slid. We keep getting these guys that are sliding. We're getting good value. I like this. Now we have back-to-back 3rd round picks here, and it's probably going to be a corner. Now there's a corner here with B press, B catching, B man coverage here. Man-to-man, Junior Frost out of Boise State. What a name. 6'3", 203. Decent speed, great acceleration. Ran a 4.47 and a 4.46. Junior Frost, what a name, dude. That's just super cool. And everything else here, does anything look like really stand out? This guy, the slot guy, doesn't look bad. Alex Parker out of Stanford, 5'11", almost 200 pounds. Good speed, elite agility, great acceleration. Day 3 guy. I'm going to wait on that, but Alex Parker does look sick. I'm going to pick up Junior Frost out of Boise State here. He's got the size. He's got the skills. Ranked 89, got him at 93. Normal development, still going to be good value. And then next, I'm going to be looking at defensive tackle here. Darren Benson here, 6'4", 341. I guarantee you this is going to be at least great strength, if not elite strength. Elite strength, Darren Benson, A tackle, A play rec. All I need to see. He's going to be a baller. Ranked 36, got him at 94. Hidden development, 98 strength as a rookie is nuts. Now let's see if Alex Parker is still on the board on round 4 here. Hopefully he is. Alex Parker is on the board here. Day 3 guy. We're at late round 4. 5'11", 200 pounds, good speed, great acceleration, elite agility, A tackle, B man coverage, B catching. Alex Parker seems like good value here. Ranked 35, got him at 126. Normal development, again, good value. I wish he had hidden development, but that was a good pick still. My scouting national focus was middle linebacker, but I haven't really been doing that this entire time. Let's see what we have. There's a guy B here, Joel Lake out of LSU. Doesn't look good in his physicals. Honestly, all those guys for middle linebackers just didn't look good. I'm going to sort by physicals for the defensive tackles. Go to strength. This guy has great strength. Post UDFA. Chris Hall, 6'4", 313. Great strength, great acceleration. I'm going to pick him, see if he has some value to him. Ranked 101, got him at 157. Good value, nice depth. I'll take it. And now I'm just going to simulate to the end of the draft. Looking at the draft recap, Austin Smith is a 71 hidden development. Dante Kemp, 72 hidden development. Junior Frost, 71 normal development. Darren Benson, 74 hidden development. Alex Parker, 74 but normal development. Good value. Chris Hall, 70 overall in the 5th round. Good value. Stop drafting after that. Really good value draft there. There were some players I was hoping did have hidden development, but they didn't. So I think long term we can build something here, especially with our current quarterback situation. And real quick, does Geno Smith have a mentor tag? He does have a mentor tag. How much would I save if I released him? Not too much, really, so I'm just going to keep him as a mentor, as a backup for now. But Paul Carter is going to be the future of the QBs here. Mooney is still going to move to the number 1. Jacoby Myers back to the 3. Same way we had it last year because it worked out perfectly last year. Like everything we got, need a new right guard. Glaze will probably need to be replaced, but we'll see. Defensively, Smith, let's officially move him over to right end instead of left end. So now we got that sorted out. Benson here is a 77 overall already. And then Kemp is going to be playing free safety. Even though he is 5'11", 218, definitely can play strong safety. I'm just going to leave Jeremy Chin as strong safety. So I like what we got going on here. Nakobe Dean will be the starting middle linebacker. Still need to do the scouting national focus to a linebacker. A lot of depth here at corner, but not a lot of value in terms of, well, a lot of value, but not a lot of like high ticket players here. Not a lot of blue chip players, you know. Specialist wise, Jacoby Myers in the slot. Kemp will not be in the slot. It's going to be Peterson or Parker. That's fine with me. Let's move Benson up. And then Smith needs to be coming off the edge. I don't know why the AI decides to do that. But anyways, apart from that, year number 3, we made it to the conference championship, I think by pure luck last year, but we'll see how we can do this year. 5-1 at the midseason mark, 5th best offense in points per game, 2nd in defensive passing game, 6th in defensive rushing game, 13th in defensive points per game. Don't be fooled though, we always finish 9-8 anyways, so we'll see. Scouting national focus, I'm just going to leave it at middle linebacker. And players ready to negotiate. Max Crosby here, 4-year contract, $37 million a year. He's the best player on the team, if not Aston Jeanty. And then Jeremy Chin here, even though he is getting on the older side here, this is whenever regression starts in Madden at 28, I'm going to boost his money, keep him on a 4-year contract to keep him for the rest of the rebuild. He's going to re-sign here. Eric Stokes, I'll do a 1-year deal and boost his money because I really don't have anyone else. So I'm just going to keep him for 1 more year. Trey Tucker, I don't really think I need. Michael Mayer, I don't need. And then Carlos Farmer, I guess the AI picked him up as depth. This is a cheap contract. I'll do 4 years, less than $1 million a year to keep him as a depth player. Young, star development, why not? Everyone else here, not really interested in it. Gino, how much does it take to keep you as a backup? $13 million for a backup? Absolutely not. Brock Bowers, I'm going to accept that option. Roberts is going to be too old to re-sign. So apart from that, guys, year number 3, let's see if we can make the playoffs again. And we do 14-3, and we take the division over the Chiefs and the Chargers, who are 10-7. That's insane, but I'll take it. 9th in offensive points per game, 12th in offensive passing game, 7th in offensive rushing game, averaging 103 rushing yards a game with Aston Jeanty, and then number 1 defense in the NFL, 3rd in passing game, 4th in defensive rushing game. Huge improvement on the team, mainly through the draft. Stats and award here. Paul Carter finishes 12th in passing yards, 9th in passing touchdowns, 10th in pass rating. I didn't get to see our offense, so let me back out here for a second. 10th best offense in yards. Paul Carter doing great, looking like a top 10 QB almost. Number 1 defense in the NFL, 4,200 yards, 36 touchdowns, 9 interceptions. Cleaned up those interceptions real quick. 111 pass rating, 22 sacks. Great year from him. Jeanty here, 4.8 per carry, 12 touchdowns, 1,300 yards. Got 30 more attempts this year. No fumbles. Has yet to fumble in his career, and we're in year 3. Another great season from him. He's that good? Wow, he was like a 4th-round pick for the Raiders. He's going to start at right guard for us. He's listed as a left guard, but he's a baller. And then Jackson Powers-Johnson with 1 sack as well. Wow, Rodgers and Jackson Powers-Johnson should both probably get an upgrade. DJ Glaze, I probably need to replace. Defensively, Nakobe Dean, 113 tackles for a loss, 11 for Austin Smith, and 12 sacks. Immediately better than Tyree Wilson. Immediately, dude. Wow, he is averaging the same amount of tackles for a loss, way better sacks, 9 tackles for a loss for Crosby, and then Benson, 27.5 sacks for Max Crosby, as that shatters the record. Most sacks in a season, Max Crosby breaks the record for the most sacks in a season. Insane. And again, Austin Smith, a really good rookie year, completely outshined by Max Crosby, who's going to win his 3rd Defensive Player of the Year award. 5 interceptions from Jeremy Chin, Darian Porter with 3, who's been great, 2 for Dean, Stokes, and Dante Kemp, the rookie. Deflections, 9 for Nakobe Dean, 6 for Darian Porter, 5 for Eric Stokes. Safeties on the team, 0 defensive touchdowns is 0. I really wish they would show the safeties and corners yards allowed. That would be extremely helpful to let me know whether or not a corner is actually performing well in simulation. Now, the real challenge is seeing if the AI lets us beat the Kansas City Chiefs. They're 2 overalls higher than us, but we technically are the better team here statistically, and we do beat them 35-13 here to face the 10-7 Houston Texans. They're an 88 overall team. We're an 85 overall team, but statistically, we are the better team, and we beat them 27-24 here to face the 9-8 Buffalo Bills. They're an 88 overall overall team. We're an 85 overall team. Back-to-back conference championships here. Let's see if we can beat the Buffalo Bills to move on to our first Super Bowl since what? The 80s, the 90s? I don't even know. Here we are against the Bills. We're going to open up with nothing. They're going to start with nothing. Nothing is happening. And we got all the way to the red zone and did nothing. 7-0 game, dude. 7-7 game at halftime. Opening up half with another 7. Defense is holding strong. Offense, wake up and do something, please. 21-14. And then they're going to make it 17-21. Going to take it play by play here. Just run the ball with Jeanty. Spam run the ball with Jeanty. Yes, perfect. That's all you had to do, and that's exactly what you did. 21-17 as we're going to finish it out here. #1 defense in the NFL for a reason. And we're going to be moving on to the Super Bowl for the first time in a long time. And here we are in the Super Bowl. Of course, we got to play the 12-5 Eagles, dude. That's going to be so hard. For the team upgrades, Paul Carter doesn't get an upgrade, which is sad. Nobody on the offense gets an upgrade. Jeanty's up to a 99 with no X factor, which is interesting. Rodgers, I'm going to boost him to a 70, a star development, and he's going to move to right guard officially here because he only allowed 1 sack after playing 1,000 snaps, so 100% he deserves star development here. So he's going to go up to star development. Defensively here, any actual upgrades, Benson comes to star development, Smith gets the superstar development, Kemp comes with star development, Jeremy Chin gets superstar X Factor. You love to see that. Great team upgrades here. Smith, Dean, all that looks good. 86 overall team with all the boosts. Now let's see if we can beat the 90 overall Philadelphia Eagles to win our first Super Bowl in a long time, prevent the Eagles from going on this roll. Here we are against the Raiders, and I mean the Eagles, my bad. 3-0 start for the Eagles, 10-0 start. Offense do something, finally scoring a touchdown, 17-7. Offense makes it a 14-7 game, 21-17, taking our first lead of the game. They're going to take it back. We're going to take it back. Back and forth game. Defense, wake up, 31-28, 35-31, and the Eagles are going to win the Super Bowl off of a last-second touchdown. 38-35, absolute heartbreaker for the Raiders here, as we're going to have to try and get it back next year. Wow, the Eagles get another Super Bowl win. That's very disappointing. Paul Carter had a great game as well. Jalen Hurts just had a slightly better game. I mean, Paul Carter was better in the passer rating, but Jalen Hurts, 4 touchdowns, no interceptions. So tragic. We're going to try and run it back. I can't believe the #1 defense in the NFL allowed 38 points. Jalen Hurts wins the Super Bowl MVP. Josh Allen wins another league MVP here, as Buster Cherry, coach of the Raiders, wins the Coach of the Year award. Josh Allen wins Offensive Player of the Year. Max Crosby, for 3 years in a row, wins Defensive Player of the Year. Still can't get a ring because of his team. I mean, he still did allow 38 points. For the players we get to negotiate, I'm going to accept the option for Brock Bowers. Don't need Trey Tucker, Michael Mayer, Bennett, or any of these extras, so I'm going to let them walk. And then Geno Smith only wants $5 million. Honestly, I'll take that because he has the mentor tag, and he says no to me. You're going to say no to me after going to a Super Bowl and doing nothing? Obviously, I'm not going to tag him. But apart from that, let's see what we have in free agency. Now, this is the team after free agency, getting Vita Vea as a 3rd defensive tackle. Ronnie Stanley, he's going to be my right tackle. Trent Simpson at middle linebacker. Christian Fulton at corner. And then Geno Smith for the mentor tag once again. Now, before we move into the draft, this is what we got going on. Great offensive line, great running back room, solid receiving core, great quarterback here. Defensively here, I love my defensive line. Linebackers could use a little bit of improvement. Need a right outside linebacker. And then corners, there's not any studs here, but it's nice depth. We'll see what we have in the draft. As obviously we have pick number 31 in the draft. The Steelers have the #1 overall pick, and they're going to pick up another edge rusher. Bunch of QBs on the board, an edge rusher that I don't need. I need an outside linebacker. I wouldn't mind another defensive tackle. There's a corner here that, again, I just don't need. I might just reach on a linebacker here. Walt Andrews, A, awareness looks really nice. B, tackle, B, block shedding. This guy looks a little bit better, though. And Danny Reese out of Texas Tech, 6'4", 254. Last time we took a Texas Tech guy. Didn't work out that well. He seems really good in his skills, though. A, pursuit, B, play rec, B, block shedding, A, awareness, B, tackle. So Danny Reese is going to be the pick here. Got to move him to right outside linebacker. Ranked 21, got him at 31. Normal development, of course, but still good value. Round number 2, going to pick up depth at safety because it does matter. And actually, I guess not, because nobody on the board looks really that good except for this guy. And Jameson, I'm not going to try to pronounce that, out of Auburn, 5'10", 209. Good speed, good acceleration here. A, awareness, B, hit power, B, pursuit. I'm going to pick up this guy. Ranked 26, got him at 63. Good value, and of course, he has normal development. Anyways, do I really need anything else in the draft? I'm going to pick up a backup tight end here, and then I'm just going to simulate the rest. Actually, let's do a backup halfback. Is there anyone here that looks pretty good? This guy looks pretty good. Joe Gomez out of Oregon State, power back, 6'1", 225. decent, great strength, decent, run a 4.48, A trucking, B stiff arm. We're going to pick him up. He's going to be ranked 105, got him at 95. Hidden development, nice value. And I know I said I was going to simulate the rest of the draft, but I still want that backup tight end. Why not? I don't think it makes that much of a difference in simulation, but why not just have it for later down the board? Everyone here looks absolutely trash, so never mind. I'm just going to let the AI do it. Let's move into our draft recap. After the draft, Danny Reese, 74 overall, normal development, 73 for Jameson, normal development. Joe Gomez, 69, nice, hidden development. Then the AI drafted after that. Not really the best draft, but we're already a Super Bowl contending team, so I don't really expect too much. And we also had a pretty good free agency class. Now, this is the team going into the fourth and potentially the final season here. Jack Besh is going to be the number 1. Mooney's going to be the 2. Jacoby Myers is going to be 3. He's regressing. Let's move Gomez up. Everything looks pretty good. Geno Smith still trying to ride and get that Super Bowl ring here. Like the offensive line. Defensively, defensive line looks pretty good. Let's move Benson back up. Let's have Vita Vea be the 2. Actually, since he has the superstar ability, that does actually make a difference. And then Webb here. Ooh, Webb. Trayvon Webb out of UCLA. Power rusher. It's not what I wanted. I wanted to move the other guy over to right outside linebacker. Actually, since Nakobe Dean is a higher overall, let's move him to right outside linebacker, and then my first round pick can rotate at middle linebacker. So yeah, that looks a lot better. Like all that. Let's move up Webb so that way he can come off the edge, I guess. And then everything looks pretty good. I'm surprised Eric Stokes have been here that long, but we'll take it. And then there's free safety. Doesn't seem that bad, so we'll just leave him there. And then specialist-wise, looking all good there. Vita Vea. Let's move up Benson as the rush guy. Smith looks good. Webb is coming off the edge as a backup. 87 overall team. We're a Super Bowl contending team. Other than that, fourth and potentially the final season. Let's see if we can make the playoffs. 14-3 first round bye. Look at those NFL ranks. Green across the board. Number 1 points per game. Number 1 passing offense. 4th best rushing offense. 6th best defense in points per game. 7th best defense in passing yards. 4th best defense in a rushing game. What a team. What a time to be alive for Raiders fans. You'll never get to witness this in real life, sadly. Obviously, I'm joking, but I'm kind of not. Paul Carter looks like the league MVP, and he is second to Jalen Hurts. You have to be kidding me. 5,000 yards, number 1 passing, 3rd in passing touchdowns, 2nd in passer rating here. I think we had the number 1 offense. We had the 8th best defense. Yep, the number 1 offense. 5,000 passing yards, 39 touchdowns, 100, not 110. 10 interceptions, my bad. I can't speak today. Can never speak in any of my videos. 120 pass rating, got sacked 25 times. Let's compare this to Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts, less passing yards, same passing touchdowns, 1 less interception, better pass rating, got sacked more times. Yes, it is a QB stat. And then Jalen Hurts, 8 rushing touchdowns, 500 rushing yards. And Paul Carter, 4 rushing touchdowns, 250 rushing yards. But Paul Carter did have 600 more passing yards, 1 more interception, 3 points less than his passer rating. That's really debatable. I mean, you could say I'm biased, but he did have 600 more passing yards, but he did have 250 yards less in terms of rushing yards and half the touchdowns in terms of rushing. So Jalen Hurts did have more touchdowns, 1 less interception, a better pass rating, but he got sacked more times and didn't have the passing yards. So I feel like that's debatable, but I can definitely see why Jalen Hurts definitely got it. But Aston Jeanty, 4 years in a row, no fumbles in his career yet, 17 touchdowns, 5.1 per carry, 1,400 yards. Easily, this should be X Factor. He should have been an X Factor before, but definitely the AI should give it to him now. Jacoby Myers, 1,300 yards, 14 touchdowns. How does he not have superstar development? Yeah, he's been balling. Jack Besh here, 1,100 yards, 4 touchdowns. Marquise Mooney, 1,000 yards, 7 touchdowns. Brock Bowers, almost 1,000 yards, 9 touchdowns. All of them have been doing great. Sacks allowed here. Colton Miller allows 9, even though he's the highest overall offensive lineman on our team. Ronnie Stanley allows 6. 5 for Jackson Powers Johnson, 2 for Ryland Hardy, and then Caleb Rogers is like that dude. No sacks allowed. This is his second start. In 2 seasons, over 2,000 snaps, he's only allowed 1 sack. Insane. Nakobe Dean here, 125 tackles, 16 tackles for a loss for Max Crosby, 13 for Austin Smith, 9 for Darren Benson. Sacks, 20.5 for Max Crosby, 15.5 for Christian Wilkins, 5.5 for Austin Smith. Down year, but still, Christian Wilkins stole probably a lot of those. Interceptions, 3 for Jeremy Chin, 2 for Eric Stokes. Deflections, 10 for Eric Stokes. That's surprising. 6 for Trent Simpson. A handful of 5 for others that I'm not going to read. Safeties is 1 for Darren Benson. Defensive touchdowns is 0. I'm interested to see how who is it? Tyree Wilson is doing with the Commanders here. Sacks on the team. Let's see what they have. Jerzon Newton. Tyree Wilson with 8. Okay, so he's improving. Technically did better than Austin Smith this season. How did he do in his previous year? Didn't do that well. Austin Smith did better. Austin Smith had 12 tackles for a loss. Well, he had 11 tackles for a loss and then 12 sacks. So I still think we made the right move from moving on from him, even though Tyree Wilson just had his best season yet with the Commanders in year number 5. Here we are against the 9-8 Kansas City Chiefs. We're 1 overall higher than them. They have a better offense, but we have a better defense here. Can we beat the Kansas City Chiefs in the divisional round for our first round bye here? And we do. 34-26 here to face the 11-6 Tennessee Titans. Is Cam Ward technically still their quarterback here? We're 3 overalls higher than them. And yes, he is superstar development, 97 overall Cam Ward. Can we beat the Tennessee Titans here to go back-to-back Super Bowls? Here we are against the 97 overall superstar Cam Ward. We're going to start out 7-0, 7-3 now, 14-3. Great job by the offense here. Great job by the defense. We're going to make it 21-3 at halftime, opening up half with another 3, 28-3. Falcons fans flashbacks, 35-10, absolute blowout, 35-17. Definitely going to be going back to the Super Bowl. 35-24 is your final score as your Raiders are going back-to-back Super Bowls. Hopefully we don't have to play the Eagles again here. Paul Carter here, 141 yards, 5 touchdowns, no interceptions, crushing the Titans here. Please don't be the Eagles. Please don't be the Eagles. Please don't be the Eagles. Who is it going to be? Thank God. The 9-8 Saints. We got bailed out. 87 overall Saints. I doubt Tyler Show is their QB, but we're going to see what we have here for the team upgrades. Finally, Jeanty goes to X Factor. Should have been this way a long time ago. Has no fumbles in his entire NFL career so far. Love to see it. Jacoby Myers, finally superstar development. Caleb Rogers naturally goes to superstar development. Glad I didn't have to force it here. Brock Bowers, 99 overall superstar X Factor. Defensively here, any other upgrades for the team? None that I can see. Actually, we got Webb with star development. Nakobe Dean gets upgraded to star development. Everything looks pretty good. 89 overall team. This should be an easy win against the Saints, but I'll hold my tongue on that. Saints have Cliff Kirkpatrick. I forgot about that. The same guy that we passed up on slid to the second round. He was a top 5 prospect. Wearing number 19 as a quarterback is disgusting, but we're going to see if we can beat the same guy in our same draft class. Who's better, Cliff Kirkpatrick or Paul Carter? Let's see what we got here against the Saints. Here we are against the New Orleans Saints. They're going to open up a 3. We're going to respond with 7. Nice start for the team. They're going to respond with a punt. We're going to, I guess, turn over the ball there. I don't really know what happened. 10-7 at halftime, opening up half with another 7 for us. 17-14. Defense needs to step up, and offense. 21-17 here. Slowly play the game. 2 minutes left. Run the ball with Jeanty. Stop passing the ball. Run the ball. Run the ball. Run the ball. Just run the ball. Run the ball is all you have to do, and that's exactly what we did as your Las Vegas Raiders for the first time since, what, the 1980s? Win their first Super Bowl since then, 21-17 against the New Orleans Saints as we go back-to-back Super Bowls here and finish it off. This will be a successful rebuild as we give Jack Besh, Aston Jeanty, and our new quarterback, Paul Carter, a Super Bowl ring. Aston Jeanty wins your Super Bowl MVP, a fitting end here. Jalen Hurts wins the league MVP, but we win the Super Bowl, so that's what matters more. Nick Sirianni here wins the Coach of the Year, and then no 4 years in a row for Max Crosby for the Defensive Player of the Year. That would have been sick. He was a baller the entire rebuild. And Geno Smith got his free ring and then retired, but we built up a baller team. Jeanty, 99 overall superstar X Factor. The team looks great. You love to see it. And Jack Besh, really good, really exceeded my expectations in this rebuild. So if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys like and or subscribe. I completely forgot to mention that Paul Carter got upgraded to a superstar development. Of course he did. 5,000-yard passing season. Amazing year for him. But if you guys have any other suggestions, leave them down in the comments below. Thank you guys all for watching, and I'll see you guys all in the next one.